Hey, what's up YouTube? Import here. Today I want to start a new segment on my channel called LIV News or Live News. LIV standing for Last Import Videos, obviously. But basically, I'm going to be starting up this new segment to basically give you guys the upcoming news that Jagex releases on their website, so that you guys can stay informed and know how to appropriately deal with whatever situation is coming at hand. So today they released the new OG blog about the upcoming changes to the EOC, and I just want to go over this with you guys real quick. Basically, over the next about a week or so, Jagex is going to be making changes to a lot of things in the EOC, and a lot of players have been asking for this for really ever since it came out, even before it came out, and they're finally responding to what they've seen from other players. So a lot of the changes include combat. They have said they were going to increase the damage output of high-level bosses to more significantly reflect the level of the players that they are intended for. And they are going to be supposedly requiring higher gear and higher levels, etc., to be able to be effective in killing these bosses. They said specifically they'll include God Wars bosses as well as Corp, but I'm sure there will be others as well. Also, along with that, they say they're going to change the value of defensive armor. At the moment, they say that the difference between level 70 and 80 gear isn't really, significant enough to it be worth buying the level 80 gear, especially if it's a lot more costly, because at level 70, if you can do something with the level 70 gear, then what's the point of spending another 50 mil just to get the level 80 gear, just to get a little bit of a defensive bonus? So basically, they said that they were going to increase the defensive output of armor to make it a more exponential curve instead of a linear curve. In other words, the difference between level 70 and 80 gear is going to be a lot bigger than the difference between level 10 and level 20 gear. But it's also going to be more worth it to buy because they're going to increase that damage output of bosses and other monsters in Runescape to make it worthwhile to get the higher defensive armor. They're going to add a set effect to all the next gear and increase the strength boost to the Bandos chestplate, and I'm sure the Bandos set as a whole. But yeah, Torva, Pernix, and Virtus are going to now have a set effect that increases strength, and they haven't specifically said how this set effect is going to work, but I'm sure it will be in the update. They also have changed healing abilities, such as regeneration and rejuvenate. Basically, the whole idea of them overhauling the combat is because food has absolutely crashed in the Grand Exchange, and because it's no longer useful. What the monsters don't hurt you as much. The defensive bonus of your gear is good enough to where you can withstand pretty much anything. And then now you also have abilities that if you just take a shield, or you don't even have to have a shield, I don't think, for rejuvenate, but you can heal yourself completely enough to where food is almost obsolete. So they're going to increase the cooldown of rejuvenate to 5 minutes and reduce the healing effect of regenerate by 20%. So it'll still be used, in some cases, and in a lot of cases. If you're in a situation where you don't need either of those abilities, you can still use them just as kind of an added bonus. So they're now introducing the chaotic claws. It's going to be an add-on. So you're going to have the original Dragon Claws, both the main and the offhand. But apparently they are introducing Chaotic Claws, which will go on top of your already bought Dragon Claws. So if you don't have Dragon Claws, buy them now before they skyrocket, because it says that they are going to be a formidable tool to use. So it's going to have really fast attack speed and high critical hit chance. So they're also not going to be as many dungeoneering tokens as the other chaotic stuff, because you actually have to buy something along with it. So they have said that the next update is going to be January 14th, so there's not going to be one this week, supposedly. But the Calfight King is going to come out, Hattie and Skull are going to come out, and then a couple other player recommended changes, they say. So the Slayer Dungeon should be out sometime, either probably not this month, but maybe next month in February. I'm not exactly sure about that, but anyways, yeah. So I want to take a look at how just this one post has affected the Grand Exchange right now. I typed in Torva, and just today the plate body has gone up 7.9 mil, plate legs have gone up 3.3 mil, and the full helm has gone up 1.4 mil. And if I search for Virtus, Pernix hasn't been changed today, but it has a little bit over the 30-day period. And then as you guys can see, each of these has gone up at least 2 mil. So one other thing I wanted to look at was some food. If you guys don't have cheap food, go ahead and pick it up now. I just tried to pick up Brocktails for 1K. They aren't selling, so I don't know what the buy price is. I didn't go that high, but these are also kind of going to start shooting up a little bit. I think this is a good idea because it's going to be more worthwhile to get raw rocktails to get your fishing level up, and as well as your cooking level to cook the rocktails. And it's going to increase the price of rocktail soup too. So I think this is kind of a grand effect that's going to have on the market. It's kind of the grand scheme of things. And it's also going to make, skilling more worthwhile. I think this is just an overall good update. Hopefully they, don't screw anything up with this. Hopefully it all comes out just like they say and everything's going to be as planned. But yeah, I think overall this is going to be a really good update, and I think we're going to enjoy a lot of the changes. So if you guys enjoyed this segment of LIV news, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe for more future content. This is Last Import, guys, and I'm out.